Okay, so on this day, CPI bad numbers. Okay, didn't make sense for us to keep rallying, at least even break over here, right? So I was short bias, but I was early. Yes, okay, so I had this resistance over here somewhat, at least like a pivot level over here. Okay, but what piqued my interest was this high of day level. Okay, and then also I saw a huge volume spike, I think, on the 1 minute candle. So when volume comes in, it will pique my interest as well, right? Because it might be a form of exhaustion, correct? So we saw this over here. Okay, if you can see the volume bar, this. Okay, so this candle over here. Alright, so this strong volume candle indicated like it might be some form of volume exhaustion, correct? So my guess was if it hit into this level, okay, and then it didn't hold this previous high of day level, so I entered around 25 when it broke this. Okay, so my stops were just high of day, obviously, right? Cause if we broke high of day, obviously we're gonna go higher. But if we fail to hold around this level, fail to hold the previous high of day level, right? Then there's a chance that we're gonna drop down, and then we did, right? I didn't sell my puts here because I think I was asleep already. By then I entered and then I just went to sleep. But indeed we came up, we retest this area. I would say this zone, right? Small short-term zone, and then we dipped down all the way, and then we, of course, the next day we sold off very hard, right? So 3800 remain as the short-term level resistance during blowbacks. Okay, so but eventually we keep selling off. I took profits straight away at open, right? Cause I didn't know it could have just rallied, right? We dropped down so much, so very extended move. So my idea was just to take profits first, took half, and then eventually I took most off, right? At can't remember, around here, 45 level. Once it broke below, I just sold into weakness, right? My puts for the 45 level. So 45 was my main zone, my main level, and 45 proved to be a very strong level all throughout this week. Okay, maybe, yeah, not this week, but it was a very strong power level. So we false breakdown and then we rally up again off this 45 level. Okay, so I sold 100%, $5 ish. I think it went to $6, but I was happy with, right, $5, right, 100% gain. Okay, so this one was quite easy. Wasn't very stressful trade, right? Because I took at the top, correct? Imagine if I just took it here. What was the range? Just like a 30-point range. So the risk to reward, even then my target was here, right? So would I have taken short over here? Obviously not, right? Because my target is 45. I do not have any downside target until set 3713, right? 90-minute demand zone, right? So risk to reward wasn't the best, and although we didn't tap here, eventually this was my main next target, but 45 was my main one, so I didn't really care much really. Okay, so simple. I think like trading, important thing is I would say entering at low risk positions, right? Correct. So the lower the risk, if you just short the top, you risk high of day, then your risk is lesser, right? You won't get burned on so much premium as well. And I took 2 expiries out, so I know I wouldn't get a very strong drawdown on my premiums even if I was wrong. Maximum I lose like 10-20%. But if I took like next Friday's the next expiry, right? Cause it was, yeah. If I took 0 days, it's worse. Okay. If I took Friday's one, easily could have been down 30-40%, 30% if I was wrong. That, okay, maybe not that, but reasonable, right? So next trade, Amazon, 100% or so, 127, 100, 110p, right? Puts 127. I skilled some max, and then I exited mainly at $2.92 per contract. Okay, Amazon one legit was another easy trade. This one was just a double top. Okay, we have this opening range, previous day's opening range level, okay, that acted as resistance, correct? So this acted as resistance. I saw this level, and then we double top, triple top. I mentioned that Amazon double top, right? So that was the first one I saw, and then I entered my position, right? So I just saw like push a little bit, failed to break this level, and then we sold off hard. So that was the first one that I took. What time did I take that? What? Can't remember. 12, close to 1 o'clock. Right, so around here, right? This is when I entered, and then boom, immediately, of course, ES sold off. That's where I sold most of. I just scaled at the open, and then I scaled all my position close to the bottom around here, right? Because I know there's a level over here. Okay, there's a pivot over here. Even then, if you fail to see these, there's a 5-minute rally-based rally over here. Okay, next one, of course, if we failed to hold this level, the next one will be around here, I presume. Okay, hey dude. Right, so this one, when we start to base at this level, I just exited everything, more than 100%, right? I was happy with it as well, and it was Friday's expiry, so I don't think I wanted to let data fuck me up, right? Okay, so good one. And then immediately after that, I saw we rally, we push up, we retest opening range low. I entered on some calls also. Where did I sell? I just sell around here. Yeah, it wasn't like insane gains, but still good ones, right? So I entered at the bottom. Of course, if I held, look at Friday, I made a lot of money. I think the contracts I bought like 80 cents or something, or 90 cents. They went to like $5. Right, went $5 in the money. I took the 110 contracts, right, 110 calls. So this one another low risk level. Okay, so these were the more profitable trades that I took. I haven't taken very long. I haven't taken any trades for options for quite a while. So that was my first one in quite a bit, right? Because I was doing futures all the way, and then eventually it did pay off very well. Okay, then Friday wasn't my best. Mainly, I think I was a bit greedy also. Right, so I took calls. Calls were taken at okay. So next one, Nvidia calls. Right, I said like Nvidia was one that I was watching very closely, right, because of the higher time frame, this downward trend line, and then this breakout. And I thought at least we form a higher low here, this can at least rally to wherever, right? We see how strong the market is. Okay, so the contracts push. I entered around here. The contracts pushed up to pre-market high. I think they went up to like 60%, but I was like, I wanted more, right? I wanted like even higher, 159. Those were my main target. But yeah, I was wrong. I mean, I wasn't wrong on my thesis, but I was just wrong taking. Okay, firstly, I should have taken gains immediately on that 1 minute spike, because the moment I entered, 2-3 minutes later, it spiked up. So I should have taken gains 63%, but I didn't. And then I sold for break even, which was very dumb. Okay, but my thesis was still good, right? It was a good long. And then you see we eventually broke high of day when ES also broke high of day. Okay, so this was good one, right? Low risk. I don't know why I have this level here, but the main thing was, once you see things gap up, right? So the previous day was strong. Okay, so this type of setups you must look out for. Previous day was strong. Okay, we broke prior resistance, okay, on the previous day, so we pushed out, we come down, right? If we retest yesterday's high, right, that's a very good level to go long. Okay, so those are good pivots, good support level, like resistance becomes support, and you see how strong it became. Correct. So this was the low risk ones. Oh yeah, sorry. So this, we had an intraday demand zone, right? So when I start to see us not selling off, that's when I started to enter into this Nvidia calls for next week. Right, obviously I wasn't going to enter 0 days at what 1 a.m. Sorry, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 12 p.m. It's too late already, right? But so I entered next week, and then I think we can continue to rally up to any of my targets over here. I took 165, but it doesn't have to go 165, right? As long as Nvidia continues to rally, hits this target, those are very good gains. Maybe even a 40, 50, 60% gain. I don't know, but we'll see. Right? If it goes in the money, my main target will be somewhere around here, right? On 160s. I think those are good profit targets. Okay, so very low risk. This is the setup. One setup that that's profitable, right? One of my better setups. Okay, then the rest can't remember. Okay, so next one I took SPY puts on Friday. Okay, I took SPY puts on Friday. So this was another one that I saw. So ignore all the levels first. Okay, why do I have so many levels? Okay. Okay, so I took SPY puts, correct? I took close to here. Okay, I took here. In fact, I took it here. So I saw, okay, this looks like a flag. This was what was showing on the 5. Okay, so this is what was either a distribution, right, to bring us a bit lower, or we break out. Okay, this was just, I wasn't thinking that we're gonna go all the way down here. No, I was just thinking we probably hold the 48 level, which it did, right? That's what I said. 48 was the key level for us to hold, and we did, and that's when I took my calls, especially, right? Okay, so I took 2 times. I scaled. Okay, so let's go to the puts first. First one, flag break. If this break the flag, okay, obviously we're gonna go higher. 70s is the main target for ES, but we didn't, right? So look at this. This was a failed fat break, and then printed a double top. Okay, and then boom, we started to sell off 20 points down. Okay, maybe not 20, but 15, 16 points. Right, from 60s all the way to 48, which was my main target. Okay, and we did as what I thought. So it wasn't very insane gains, like 30% or something, but still I think was good enough for me, right, to make up for some of the losses I had earlier. That I had, right, when I called out Nvidia and I think AMD, I can't remember. So this one good. So look for failed pattern fail, right? So we have this level over here. I'll say this pivot. Okay. So this was a good pivot over here. Right. So in theory, this should hold, especially looking at this, all these wicks like it. Eventually we hold here for a while, but we failed this, and then we sold off. So failed patterns, right, are very profitable as well. Okay, so look for failed patterns, and then you can enter shorts. If it's like a bullish pattern setting up and it fails, then you can enter short. If it's like a bearish pattern, like for example a bear flag, and then it fails, right, it didn't fail, sorry, it rips up, okay, then you enter long, right, because it's a fail. Everyone is entering here for this flag break. So look at all these longs entering here, obviously, right? See how much strong wicking action these are. 1, 2, 3. Okay, once they fail this, they obviously know they're gonna, idiots that bought this breakout, right? I'm sure there are people that do breakout. They're gonna sell, right, after seeing this double top. Okay, and this is what it did as I was thinking about. So we sold off hard here to 48, and then that's where we bounced. Okay, so I wasn't very bearish, but more of like a short term, I call it a short term trade, right? It was just a day trade. The bigger picture was still strong, right? Higher lows. We never really printed any lower low, right? So I think like important to read price action. Okay, and then one more thing is looking at NQ. Okay, I wasn't looking at NQ. I don't care about NQ, to be honest. Okay, but look at the cumulative tick. Okay, we had this sell off. Yes. Sell off. Right. In theory, this should start to head down a little bit. It was bearish, right? But it didn't, right? Look at it, continues to rise. This is very strong. Okay, so this is what happened. That made me and I said that we're gonna rally, right? So that's why I wasn't very bearish. I flipped calls immediately after I saw uh, us basing on ES. Okay, I did not have the best entry. I think I was chasing a little because I really thought that we were gonna break high of day. But you know, the second one that I averaged in was here. So this support over here, right? This parallel support, I would say this is a pivot support, right? So your higher low over here, this counts as support. So very important to mark these levels as well. I tell you, ES will respect this, all your resistance and support fucking well. Like look at this. You know, if you set your order here or you join that, if you're playing futures, right, you just join the bid over here, right? You just click join the bid. You know, most of the time you push down a little bit and then it rallies up. So ES respects levels very well, really very well. So once this thing I saw this holding, right? I say if you break 48, then we are probably going to head down lower. But if we hold above 48, right, and then I saw this support, that's when I entered. And then I entered around here. I entered this candle, this 5-minute candle, few minutes before close. Okay, I saw us holding very well. I enter around here and then rally like crazy, right, all the way to high of day. And then I sold my puts in after. I sold my calls, the ones that I added in after hours. In after hours, right? So I still have my call position, but I sold the ad. So like good $300 for me to cushion if Monday we fucked up, right? If Monday we drop down, and then you know I got at least some profits to cushion my losses. So over here support, good to add. So always add as like low risk plays, right? Don't go and add like resistance or don't do breakout trading. It's not. People are okay. There are people that are profitable, but I'm just thinking like breakout trading is the most stupid and low risk, high risk, low reward type of trades. Okay, so always buy at support. Okay, and then you are always buying like an elevated IV, right? Something push up hard, you're buying like on an IV spike. So you want to sell to these people because your premiums are slightly mispriced now, right? So that's what options is mainly about, right? Try to buy those mispriced. So try to buy those fair ones and sell the mispriced ones, or buy the mispriced ones and then you sell the fair ones. Okay, so I think these were the more profitable ones for this week. Let me think. Was there any more? You don't care about NQ when you trade. Okay, I do made 47k. No, I didn't make 47k. No, I made a few K. 400. I make like. No, I just made a few $100. Yeah, you don't care about NQ while you trade large cap or you what. I have NQ. Okay, I have NQ up. Okay, I have NQ up here just to give me that somewhat something to look at. But I always just look at ES, cause like I trade SPY only, right? So although I can look at NQ, but I can't be looking at NQ and trade SPY, right? Correct. And then yeah, so that's why I always have ES. Whatever levels I talk about is always about ES, nothing about NQ. Plus I don't chart NQ, so I can't give any levels. Right? Correct. I don't even chart NQ, so you see like my NQ chart has. Okay, last time I have all this, right? But eventually I got lazy, right? I just want to stick to one ticker, and I don't like trading QQQ. So NQ just give me a good market direction, right? If NQ is strong, ES is selling off, then maybe I should get inside ES for calls, right? Correct. If NQ ES selling off hard for like no fucking reason, if I see NQ is holding well, then maybe it shows some strength, right? And then that's when I probably enter calls. Right? That's also why I have this cumulative tick over here. Right? So give me a good bias. Right? NQ, this chart over here gives me bias, right, on the market trend. This is the one that I'm mainly trading. Okay, and then of course Amazon and Nvidia. The rest I don't do much. Maybe Google we can touch that. Right, Meta sometimes I do it, but find it like quite shitty to trade nowadays. Although it's nice trend though, but I never really got to catch a trend in a while. Right, y'all just see me buying support and then sell into the strength. I never really like catch this style of trend or pullbacks, dip 20 EMA, stuff shit. But 20 EMA is very powerful. I wouldn't care about the 9. I don't know why I don't know why I have 9 up. I just have it for fun. 20 is fucking good for longing. Right, if it's a very good trend, right, then 20 is a very good dip buy, especially on equities. I'm not very sure about. I don't. Yeah, I mean, indices are so-so, right? But I think equities respect 20 very well. So if it's a very good trend day, then always try to buy the 20 EMA. I think indices do well when it's a trend day as well, but this is not the best trend day. The best trend day is like these types, right? Okay, then if it's these types of price action, push up, very healthy pullback, dip to 20. Okay, so next time you buy the next 20 EMA dip, if it ever comes, right? Especially for ES and NQ. I think I've taken quite profitable shorts on the downtrend day of the 20 EMA. Okay, okay, let me see what EDU. Okay, this how long was this? 20 minutes. Okay, maybe we can do like 15 more minutes. Try to keep it like concise, right? Not those 1 hour EDU. I find it very pointless. Okay, so go over volume profile. So Devour talk about going over volume profile. Okay, profile. It's very it's one of the best indicators that you can use, right? Especially on indices. So see where I always marked up the POC level. So POC is very, in my opinion, is one of the more important things that you gotta look out for, right? How you're gonna trade off it is just treat it as like a support or resistance, right? Okay, for example, like this type pushed gap on this day. I saw this, but I didn't take this, but still push down, retest POC, break down. Okay, sorry, break down in Globex, retest POC, and then look how hard it sell off. I won't say how hard, but this is a 50-point move over here, correct? So this is how strong POCs are. Even then, look at this value very low. Is this value very low? Yeah, your VAL, right? VAL acted as support, resistance over here. Okay, so just treat it as like support or resistance. Okay, for your value very high or your value very low. Okay, during intraday trading, if we come down and retest value very low, you want to be a buyer at value very low. Okay, if it's like a range day, for example, right? You want to be a buyer at value very low. You don't want to be a buyer at VAH or POC, right? You want to be a seller there at POC and VAH. Okay, so you got to see how the session, during the session, how the profile and how the levels start to chart out themselves. Okay, so just treat them as like your support or resistance. Okay, if you're trading below POC, maybe you can look for a POC short, for example, for the intraday session. But those are not very profitable in my opinion. I do find value very high as a good gauge, as a good place to enter short during the current session. I've taken like shorts of value very high before on futures. Okay, but y'all can see how respected. See, even this value very high, respected here, once here, don't know how many times here. CPI day respected as well, sort of so hard, right? So good resistance. Okay, so this was the initial balance. So okay, I would say this is much of it. Okay, I would say this is somewhat of your initial balance, right? So you come up, retest your VAH, and then you break down. Okay, same thing for here, right? Value very high, gap up, come down, retest. Okay, one thing I learned, right, is that it doesn't have to hit that level, right, to the point. as long as it's somewhat backtest, hold a very nice wick off it, right, then it's counted as somewhat of a support already, right? So things don't have to hit by the cent. Okay, I don't think trading is that, right? People are looking at these levels, there are buyers here, so 1 to 2 points is a good, no, just 2 points only, from here to here. Right, but you can see how it was respected as well. Your VA value very high. Okay, so for example, if it comes a day where we come up here, we break down. Okay, for example, on Monday we really fuck up, my calls are fucked, right? Break down. What I want to see is retest here and then go short, because I see there's a lot of high volume node over here, right? So this is a P-shaped profile. Okay, P-shaped profile actually represents like strengths, right? So this should ideally push up, but there are also times when I see the P-shape, right, gives me a bullish bias, but end up a breakdown, retest, and then go and then drop down. Okay, so this is good for you to know. Okay, so just this is how we want to trade POCs. Okay, and I also marked out the Virgin POC. Okay, I won't say this Virgin POC, but this POC here is very important for me to look at because how we respect it over here. Okay, and then whatever other POCs that we have. Okay, so if we hold above, then I think it's okay. If you hold above this balance, this value, right, then I think it's still bullish. Okay, you can still test higher levels. Although, yeah, okay. So, yeah, right. For example, comes a day when it crashes all the way. So you want to be a buyer at POC, cause it's kind of like, okay, you want to be a buyer at LVN first, right? Low volume nodes are where price are unfair, right? So would you want to be a buyer at unfair prices, right? Meaning they are kind of like wholesale prices, right? Very low volume traders, so they're kind of like unfair prices, right? So low volume nodes are very good areas to bounce. So this LVN over here, I'll be looking for here to bounce and then have a short-term bounce or maybe even rally higher. Okay, then we have some singles over here. Maybe this, yeah. So this support over here important for me to look at. So we have this a bit of LVN here and then this single prints over here. So around this range is where I want to be a buyer as well. Of course, not saying that LVN is 100% bounce. There are times when it can break down even more, but those are good places to go long also. Okay, right, let me show you one more regarding about POC, right? So wait, hold on, I see. Okay, so next one, POC over here. Why I think it's a good for you to chart the POCs out. So look at this. We sold off so hard. $3. $3 off here. If you're taking puts here for 2 hours, you could have made, I don't know, 0 days 100%, you're gonna make 100% easily. But you see this POC, right? Respected. Was there any form of resistance over here that you know this is the short-term indication that this is where we might reject? No, right? So you can see how POC helped you to identify that this was a possible level of resistance, right? So this was resistance also, right? We gap down. Okay, most times I see for equities, gap down, push up, retest prior days POC, and then we continue to sell off hard. Okay, so same thing, right? We fall all the way down, and then we test all this virgin point of control. So this will be good. First one, this virgin POC is the one that I'm looking at. Although I didn't take short, but you can see how strong, how good POC is, right? Looking at this. Okay, so even then, prior days POC, these are good profit targets for you, correct? Current sessions POC, good support. Right, so just use it as support resistance. right? If you are above it, you want to look for it to retest, become support, and then continue go up. If we are below it, for example, like this, okay, we are trading below for a while, we come up, we're going to test POC. These are good levels of resistance. Okay, so pretty POCs are very good for equities, especially. Okay, so prior days POC also. One, not prior days, but a few sessions ago. See this POC? Solid, right? Resistance, good for you to take profit. Push up, come down, retest, good for you as support. Yeah. Here, good level. Good for you to take profits. Right? So, yeah, POCs, your profile can give you all this hidden support and resistance, especially. Right? Not like those. I chart this resistance, I chart this pivot. Sometimes these things don't show you. Only the POC shows you those hidden resistance, hidden supply. Right? Okay. I think cover quite a lot already. SPY puts. Thursday where I went. Thursday did I go? Yeah, Thursday was fucking insane. Let me see what did I take. I talk about 3 trades, right? Thursday. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think I cover all. Right, Amazon SPY, Amazon 110 call, SPY 370 put. I need to remember that. Did I cover that? On Thursday, right? Yeah, this one. This short I took on Thursday also, like close to 87%, right? Yeah, sold all here at the bottom. Okay, this one I think it was just the 200 SMA, EMA, sorry. 200 EMA trade. Okay. Yeah, 200 EMA. So indices, right? I would say keep a lookout for your 200 as well, for ES especially. So 200 quite important. Okay, yeah, over here. Okay, so I took short off that. Okay, if you want, you can count this as support. Over here, right? Support, then but this also okay. Okay, so around here we got this. Okay, but why I took this was this, right? I saw this for a while, right? Okay, this push up again, right? Push up, strong candle, right? Then start to sideways for a while. Okay, I did mention that potential flag break, right? But I saw a lot of wicks, so I thought maybe some form of a bit of distribution, right? So I took the short off the 200. Took short around here when I saw quite a lot of wickings, right? On the 5, and then it did what I thought it did, right? It's sort of hard. Okay, not hard, but sort of, right? All the way down to over here, 45, right? 45, the key level. So immediately I sold half here, the most, and then I saw, we were holding this level, and then I just cut everything. Then I just sold whatever I have, right? Because main target was this, right? If you broke lower, then yeah, I don't know where you're gonna target. Low of day, right? Here or even here, the opening range low, 30s, right? If you failed here 45, then we're going to go opening range low. Alright, but we held. So main target I scaled half here, and then when it started to hold, I sold everything. And lucky I did, right? Because it rallied up. I could have flipped calls, but I was just done for the day. So there's no point to, not no point, but I didn't want to be in a stress position. Okay, well, not stress, but I didn't want to be in any position. Right, just want to go and sleep. Right, so good skills. This was a very solid trade also. Right, in my way. For this week. Okay, okay, yeah, bye bro. I record this, so you can go back and review it. So VAH, I cover quite a lot. EDUs. Okay, what's that? Okay, maybe next week, a week review of your favorite trades. Favorite trades. I did cover, right? So I covered this week my best trades. Maybe next session we can find out, like, we can give, like, give more ideas, I guess. Maybe just do reviews of that week's trades. Right, I guess I really told you all my strategy. It's really damn simple. You can really just trade off just this naked, maybe with volume VWAP. Okay, so just naked, right? If you're doing equities in the morning, for example, the most profitable one is still your pre-market low, pre-market high, right? Correct. If you took short here, pre-market high, it's like 100% for you. Correct. Took short again, 100% for you. Okay, not 100%, but good gains, especially on 0 days, right? So then you got your previous day high long, right? Previous day high long, so resistance became support. Good long also, right? Previous days low, good support as well. So previous day high as support, you look for gap ups, push up, break out, come back retest. It's a good long. Okay, if it's in this case, correct. Okay, none of this. Okay, no, nothing. Sorry. If it's like that, for example. Let's take this as, for example, I think I need to go through a lot of tickers to find the good example, right? But like I said before, let's imagine this as your previous day high. Okay, push up, wicks, right? Fail to break above, then you go and take short. Okay, risk the break of 5 minutes over, right? Most of the time, previous day high are good resistance level. Okay, then pre-market low best. Like you see this ZOM trade, pre-market low, crazy, right? 82, 83, all the way to close to 84. This is definitely 100% trade if it's on the 0 days, right? Okay, then this is just, I don't know what this is. Then you got your opening range low trade, opening range low support. Alright, so you buy opening range low, but I don't do that. I do that, but I haven't been doing that for a while. Okay. Netflix. I don't know why I didn't see this. I mean, probably why, because I don't like trading. I haven't traded Netflix for a while, and I don't really like it because of the fucking spread. I don't know how am I going to buy this. I don't like this type of spreads. Instantly you're down unless you're bidding for it. Right, movers. I think I saw Roblox. Yeah, Roblox. Insane. Okay, naked chart. Only thing you need, pre-market low, pre-market high. Correct. So see how profitable this pre-market low trade is. $2. Right, if you're long here, you are less stressful. Right, so just keep your risk tight, low risk. Right, break below, then you cut. Okay, but you see how strong this setup was. PayPal. No, PayPal didn't have, but PayPal had that but I don't know how would I have traded this. Maybe a previous day high acted as support. But even then, we've taken this short. We've taken a short, yeah, for this. Once it rejected this. Okay. Airbnb, I saw this also. Good pre-market high, pre-market low, long. Okay, so have your 5 minute up, right? Do 1 minute, or you want you can go 3 minutes. I've been using 2 as well, right? So it's just a little bit. 1 minute, maybe I think 3. It's solid, right? Not too long, not too short, right? So if you see we bounce off, right, then go on the 1 minute, start to go long. Okay, while you wait for the 5 minutes, then it's quite, you see, then it's like 60 cents, so quite far, right? So just go a little bit, look out for your pre-market low, breakdown. Not breakdown, this is not breakdown, right? On the lower time frame, 1 minute it shows breakdown, but on the 5 minute it might just look like it's wicking, right? Or whatever this candle, tweezer bottom or whatsoever. Right, so 5 minute, have it here, shows you your pre-market low. Okay, 1 minute for you, if you see you comes down, retest, rallies, enter on the 1 minute. Okay, then you saw this, right? Repeat, push up, then you enter here. Okay, then good risk. Then now you say, okay, if it goes down this low, if it breaks down this low, then okay, you are wrong, right? This will go down lower, correct? So but the thing is, you're just trading, right? So you're predicting this is a short-term low for here, right? So sometimes, like, it's just about predicting as well. Okay, yeah, I think that's done. Nothing much. I cover pretty much everything. Anybody got any questions? No? You can use the chat, with the Rippy voice discussion chat, or you can just unmute yourself, like, keep it a bit engaging. No? Baba. Eh? What the fuck? Oh. Charting? You want to learn, I don't know, how... What swing trades you looking at this week? Nvidia, bro, I told you. Nvidia. I was just very bullish for Nvidia. I wanted Zom. Just, yeah. Zom was one that I was looking at. Because of this bounce over here. Alright. Maybe we can target here. I don't know. Maybe here? Yeah. Maybe we can start to play Google. once Google splits, it really split, right? It's going to split. Then we can see. So wait for the split adjusted price, and then you can just look for this setup over here. Okay. If it's weak, this will break down. Correct. So higher time frame. I think daily is the best. I used to want to like do those hourly breakout, try to find those hourly breakout shit. But forget it. I'm not a breakout trader at all. I was never profitable being breakout trader. So I just stick to buying at support or demand, right? But I do take pattern breakdown straight, right? So breakdown, then look for retest or at least a little bit of basing before a drop, right? So probably you want to look for a base drop. So Google can be one that once it's split adjusted, we can see. You can either take a shot of this. Hey, Google split already. Oh yeah, so this is a split adjusted price. So take a shot here, obviously on the daily, right? Or maybe around next area. If we're just basing off the profile, might be just here, this entire zone, right? Right, so either break down short when it break down, or short when it comes here or here. We want the long. I'm not sure what longs I'm looking at. Oi, can you lower your fucking thing down? Well, it just looks very bottom out though. Maybe we can see a rally, right? I think Amazon rallied quite a bit on the opening day, and then it just retested lows and break down even more lows. Okay, so keep Google for just on your chart. Other than that, I don't know. I don't think I'm looking at anything. Meta, ooh, resistance, right? This weekly demand, so stupid. Okay, we come to Baba, right? Baba was, see, Baba, I did say this was possibly going to break down. I wanted to take a shot of it, but I was talked out to taking it. And then what the fuck, I should have taken it. I saw this, right? And then I don't know why. As in, my friend was telling me don't short Baba. I shouldn't have listened, but not that I shouldn't have listened, right? Still, but incredible trend line daily. If you want to look for swing trades or at least any setup, right, then you look for patterns on the higher time frame. Okay, for me, just do on the daily. Hourly, all this, fuck it, cause it's just too short term. The daily one is more strong. Yeah, I think Google spread should be better already, right? Like Amazon, and I think everybody will start playing Amazon. Everybody will start playing Google also, like myself. Okay, Walmart also. I think one of my friend told me about it, but I just didn't. Like Walmart is just like fucking garbage, you know. I don't know why it trades like shit. It's just not very nice to trade Walmart. Although Walmart, this might be a good shot. Correct. Right. Walmart target. When's Patreon? I don't know. They'll probably charge like $999. Walmart good, right? I think that this looks like, if it rejects here, I think can look for short. I think I'll keep Walmart on my watch list. Target, I don't know. Let me see. Not much of a setup though. Breakout. Maybe breakout. Yeah. Walmart looks like a short. Yeah, Walmart looks good short. Market rip. Yeah, dude. That's why I took calls, bitch. Cause I think it's gonna rip. Maybe rip. I don't know. rip and fail again. Who knows, right? Yeah. But target might be a good breakout soon. Nice daily. I like this type of trend line. McDonald. Somebody's talking about McDonald the other time, right? Maybe. Maybe good shot. Yeah, follow. McDonald looks interesting also, but issue with McDonald. Not the best. Volume is just terrible. Not much liquidity. Right, so very hard for you to get filled if you want to sell. Unless, I mean, you sell the ass, but not everybody is just slapping the ass, you know. Right, liquidity is quite important. Oh, fuck this shit. Coke. I used to like it, but I think fuck it. CVS. Very good spreads. CVS is quite nice to trade. Okay, not very good, but I think it's fine. But CVS moves quite slow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like. The only thing I like consumers might be Target and Walmart. Those are the ones that I played before. Energy and go solely only for Zom. I don't really care about the rest. Yeah, then all this, I don't. It's good to know. Maybe Shopify. Okay, Shopify. Oh, okay, interesting. Maybe it feels like one has to break down though. Okay, you see if market is strong, Shopify can be a good play. Fuck discount spread, 10-cent spread. You lose 10 cents immediately. If you do 10, you lose $100 immediately. I thought Shopify would be better. Yeah. Banks. Oh. Okay, Banks was fucking strong on Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, 6%. No, what the hell? I think Citigroup was the one. Crazy. Citigroup was crazy. So you wanna play? Banks may be good to play, but pullbacks, right? Just wait for your pullback. Maybe here. This was good resistance, right? So Citigroup might be good for pullback. Anyway, y'all saw the contracts, right? Yeah, 1000%. By the way, just put $100, you earn $1000. Yeah. Citigroup. Just keep. Okay, so keep Citigroup. Don't bother about JP Morgan. Don't bother about this three. They are terrible to trade. BAC and then Wells Fargo. Okay, those are better to trade. They move quite okay as well. Okay, so Wells Fargo may be interesting also. Either it rejects here or it pushes up, you know, and then can be a good. So we got this gap to fill also. Yeah. Wait, where is BSC? I might just keep banks on a lookout. Might see some strong momentum. Might see momentum continuing. Even if Monday we open up, we base maybe a slight rate, I think can be a good long. May just keep continuing, right? My god. This may be the bottom already though, for banks. Okay. Where you want to long this? Right. You want to long this perhaps at one of the resistance levels. this level might be respected. Here might be respected also, and then if you want you can just do some form of supply and demand, right? A 1 hour drop base, rally base, rally. Then you go, after you plot that, you go into the profile and then you see if it makes sense. Yeah, okay, keep BSE on the lookout, right? 1 hour, right? So go chart yourself. 1 hour is 31.84. Okay, Wells, what the fuck? Wells may not be the best long if it's hopefully get pulled back, even maybe a short, right? Because of this, did we sell hard? No, we didn't. But you know, at least there's some form of resistance, right? As you know, cause there's that gap, but of course gap can be filled. Okay, so if we hold 41.54, good long. For 41.44. Okay, just take it as 41.50. Good long for Wells, for the target that gap fill. Okay, then anything after is a bonus already, but that's a short-term target, right? But they all look very much bottomed out, right? So again, just look for a slight red day, and then if you want, you can get this week's expiry or next week's. We might need to look on the flow. I need to go and check the flow for banks, but I'm sure that a lot of fuckers are hitting it. But okay, CD, BSC breakout, okay, then target the gap fill. This is so not that difficult. Might even see a Monday 3% day, 2% day, and good 100% on your contracts also. Okay, let me see. I don't know what fuck this level is. Okay, other than that, I don't see any setup. So, setup for this week: Nvidia, banks. Okay, Nvidia, Walmart short. Target, I don't, maybe a long, I don't know. Okay, but Walmart short, right? You all saw that. If it's break over, then you can look for a breakout, higher time frame breakout. But again, higher time frame breakout is good, but enter on intraday pullback. So if we break out this, if we reject, then okay, then we're gonna sell off. Okay, but if we break out, then you look for pullbacks, right, on your lower 5-minute time frame. Okay, to play. Okay, so these can give us two scenarios. Then we got somebody talk about target, right? I don't really see much for target other than this one that I was talking about, right? That we saw. So it can be a good breakout trade also, but enter on a lower time frame. Okay, so breakout level should probably be over here. Here 140, in this case 149. Then you can start to target. Here, gap fill. Okay, so quite simple. Looks bullish. Walmart may be bullish, may be bearish. Okay, then we got your banks. Right, then this shit, I wanted, just forget this. Then Zom looks, to be honest, looks quite bottom, short-term bottom for here. But I missed this, so I'm probably not going to chase. Plus this was here, right? You see, good level. This was a good level to go long. If you look at crude oil, see crude oil, nice. What this doji, right? Or yeah, what is this dragonfly doji? Yeah, just doji. Like, you know, this is a bit bullish, short term at least. Then you got this supply over here, but I'm not like a fan of like those daily supplies. Just this is too much range, you know. And then Amazon, that is crazy. So let's buy pullbacks for Amazon. Okay, then you go to the POC, the V profile. If we can retest, here I think it can be a good long. Yeah. If not, then gap fill though. Right, this is a slight gap, right? Okay, not really. But there's a small gap over here. Yeah, well, just keep it on your watch list. Yeah, it was news on. Oh yeah, Saudi increasing production. BSC and GS report tomorrow morning. After that, flow will be good on banks. Yeah, City was good off earnings of the banks that reported. Wells upgraded City also, I think, to $50 price target. Yeah, I agree though. Wait till they report, then y'all can play the IV flush. Right, when if it's bullish, right? If it's bullish, right? If reports were good, then you can enter. Like for example, you can play BSC. I'm sure the IV is elevated slightly, so you can play BSC for the IV flush in the morning. Okay, they look for your intraday setups. Like, is it to pre-market low hold, or break over pre-market high hold, no, or even this break over hold here. Then okay, good long, right? Actually I no longer use this HA candle. See, it's something like, for me, a lot of my trading changes a lot of times. I used to go crazy over what HA candles, or trying to find the hourly breakout, oh shit. But after, you see, within a few months I changed again, like how I chart and everything. And then I think now I sticking to what I really know, and profitable. So you see, so you have to be very your trading has to be very dynamic, right? Has to change as well, improve. Okay, I think I'm done. I don't think I have nothing much to talk about. No, it's cause I told him in DM. Fuck off. He didn't say cap. Yeah, he didn't tell me that the market was rallying. Okay, no questions, right? If there's nothing, I will stop the recording.